Hello, I thought that I'd put together this presentation to share with you so that you can be informed as to the proposal that I have in regards to third grade social studies. And this is the proposal: to use the key lessons from the Social Studies Alive regions of our country instead of the communities and United States units presently taught in third grade. And why this change? The third grade teachers are interested in using social studies alive, but they found the communities program to be too young for their students. We purchased two programs, the communities programs and the regions of the United States program. I believe that the regions of the United States program will meet many of the curricular needs of the third grade in social studies. The third grade teachers indicated that the responsive classroom, first 6 weeks of school, the enrichment clusters, and the addition of a science lab once per cycle, as a result of those things, they were stretched in terms of finding the time to cover all of their present social studies content. And we've already purchased online teacher edition materials in the regions of the United States curriculum, and we'd only need to purchase two more so that the third grade teachers would be able to access the online curriculum at the same time. The standards and skills are correlated with the Virginia State standards, and they directly hit the skills in an interactive and engaging way. The lessons in the Social Studies Alive build on each other in a seamless way, and this contributes to the overall continuity of the subject matter. And I know that the third grade teachers would appreciate this because one learning target sort of threads into another, and it gives the children a great foundation of understanding. And since third grade has a new teacher coming on board, the ease of use of this curricula makes the social studies objectives and the procedures very clear. Some of the advantages of this curricula, and this is from the actual website, so it comes from them, but I agree, having used it myself, and 5th grade uses it, 6th grade uses a few of the lessons, and 7th and 8th grade use History Alive, which is the same people. Why use TCI? It's point, click, and discuss. TCI takes social studies online straight to the students' imaginations. It's interactive, it's engaging, it's collaborative. The children are moving and working in such a way that makes learning more engaging. It's comprehensive and it has great content. The students truly are increase in their engagement because they become the people, or they are constantly using tools to help them understand math skills or understand whatever the topic might be. Differentiated instruction is offered and provided, and because it's online, everything that the teacher needs is online, everything that they need to project is available, and there's always teacher support via the website. Present third grade topics are communities, economics, and the United States. The proposed topics that would be similar enough to the present topics are exploring regions of the United States. That could be a first quarter topic. The peopling of the United States could be a second quarter topic. The economics, which is already in place, the amazing market unit, that would be third quarter. And if they have time, due to the fact that they now have the additional science lab, but if they have time in the fourth quarter, they could either do the state's economy that's provided by Social Studies Alive, or the state's government unit that's provided. So because this is a curriculum that's already developed, it gives the teacher for each lesson an overview, all of the skills and objectives, the vocabulary as you see here. The second quarter, again, it gives you all of the overview. The skills are visible to the teacher, visible to the student. The online resources are amazing, and I'm going to take you in a minute to the resource, but basically you just type in historyalive.com, you sign in, and it takes you right to the lesson. And so I'll show you some of the things that the teachers have access to. So once they go to a particular lesson, so say they go back to the program and select a lesson, there are all of these lessons that are provided. And I'm suggesting lesson 2, lesson 3, lesson 16 and 17 to the 3rd grade. And while there are a lot of lessons, what we found and what all of the other teachers I've talked to found, if you really use all of the curriculum and the ideas that they give you, it's going to take a while to dig down deep and get through the units. So even though it's not all of the units, I think these are the best units for 3rd grade. So once you select a lesson, then it takes you into another page, and that page gives you access to the PowerPoint that's provided for instruction, all of the procedures, the materials the teacher would need, the assessment is here, differentiated instruction suggestions, and down here view the text. So if the teacher wanted to give the presentation, and on one of these tabs she could have the presentation, the PowerPoint, and then at the same time when the PowerPoint instructs a reading of the text, she could go right to the online text, click on the text, and they together on the projection screen, she can have students read the paragraphs, she can highlight the paragraphs or the key words. There are all kinds of things. You can even highlight if you want something read. You can even highlight and have the computer read the text to the students. So, and this is wonderful. You can also, excuse me, enlarge the images so that the students can see them on the projection screen. And then you just can go to the next section as it tells you to in the PowerPoint. And so the online text is wonderful, and the presentations are wonderful. So this is the first quarter topic, exploring regions of the United States. So teachers have access to all of the materials. The students would have their interactive notebook, and these PowerPoints take the student and the teacher through all of the questions, all of the activities. Again, you can enlarge the images, and it makes it so visible, so engaging for the students, and it's just it takes a lot of the burden off of the teacher. So here it goes through the vocabulary that will be a learning target for the lesson. And then this has a lot of map skills in it, obviously. It tells them what they're going to need, and I'm going through it quickly. But you can see that the students are going to be doing the same kinds of activities that are projected on the screen, and they're going to learn in a very physical way these map skills that are so important in the social studies curriculum. And so each of the topics have the same kind of scenario, the PowerPoint. And in this one, peopling of the United States, the children would be looking at the kinds of cultures and diversity that are in the United States. So it has that global understanding that can be hit in a very organic way through this unit. And once they talk about these contributions, they're going to create a collage. And then once they set up their collage to share about the different cultures that they're going to be focusing on here, then the students will go around each section and be able to learn. And it shows you here on the site exactly what the children are going to do and how they'll move. And then they create a collage, and based on this collage they have wonderful discussions about the contributions of all of these different cultures to what make our United States, because we really are a collage. And the other PowerPoint on economy, the children are learning about economy through their marketplace, but this might add to it with a focus on Virginia's economy. And basically they're doing research on the different jobs in the Virginia region, and then they set up a wax museum, if you will, where the kids are going to be asked questions. Push a button and then they'll ask and answer questions. So that sounds like a lot of fun. So this is the proposal. Let me just go through the last few slides. I put these on the PowerPoint so you can look at it on the PowerPoint as well, all of the resources that are there and the PowerPoints that are there. And the teacher resources are available on the online to be looked at online, and they can also be printed, they're PDF. So everything that the teacher would need is right there, accessible online. And again, there's the textbook online. Each section is linked online. And finally, there's this wonderful aspect called the challenge that is a game that my fifth graders love, and it teaches them test-taking skills, and you can talk to them about the answers and multiple choice questions, and they love it, and it's a wonderful review of the content. And so that is my proposal, that the third grade consider using this Social Studies Alive curriculum to be able to answer some of their concerns. This is a curriculum that can be modeled to the time frame that they have. It has that seamless thread that runs through all of the lessons, and it builds continuity of understanding. And since we have purchased it, and it is something that many of the other grade levels are using and enjoying, I think that it might be something that the third grade teachers would benefit from using. And in speaking to them, they appear to be on board, and so Sheena and Shannon, I think that it's really a good curriculum for us to consider for third grade. So if you have any questions, please know that I'm more than happy to answer them and show you more if you'd like to see more. Okay, thanks.